everybody, this is Scott from National Cycle. Today we'll be installing these new side guards on our 2021 Rebel 1100. This installation is a little bit more complicated than most products offered by National Cycle and will involve removing and replacing one of the main frame bolts. We highly recommend that this installation is done by a trained motorcycle technician. Your kit includes the left and right side guards, 2 frame clamps, 4 stainless steel flat washers, 4 stainless steel lock washers, 4 hex head cap screws, 4 neoprene rubber spacers, and a new 220mm socket head bolt. Tools needed to complete this installation: a 5mm and 6mm Allen wrench, a 8mm Allen socket, a socket wrench with a short extension, an 8mm socket, a 14mm socket, and a 14mm box wrench. All right, to start the installation, we want to locate this nut here. This is part of the main bolt that holds the engine to the frame. And you want to break that loose with your number 14 box wrench. Now you just want to loosen it really quick. You don't want to get all the way completely off. Okay, now, I got this a little bit loose. You want to get your scissor lift into place here. You want to make sure that you're flat against the bottom of the engine case. You're not touching any of the components or anything on the exhaust. Slide this into place. Okay, make sure you have enough room to get into the back into that hardware. And get it to where you just have a little bit of pressure against the engine. You want to lift the bike up. You just want to have enough so it's nice and secure. And then we can go ahead and finish loosening up that bolt and take it off. Just want to give a little push to get it out of the frame. You may have to adjust the lift to make that happen. From the pressure off. And then come from this side with your short extension and number 14 socket. And back this guy out. Now there's a spacer that is in here. It goes in between the frame, this body part here, and the engine block. Make sure you do not lose this. You're going to have to reinstall it later. Okay, now we're up in front. We're working around the radiator here. There's a bolt right here at the top that you need to remove to take the pressure off of the wire loom here. Use your number 5 Allen to loosen that up and get that clip off. Now there are 3 bolts here. One at the very top here in the middle. You can hard to see in this one, but 2 at the bottom. You want to remove those to allow the radiator to hang free. So that would be with your 8mm Allen and a 8mm socket on a short extension. At the bottoms, you can probably just take off the short extension. Let's go right onto the bolt. Kind of let this hang free and you'll be all set for the next step. But now we're going to go ahead and install the right side guard. I went ahead and I installed the rubber gasket material on the inside of the bracket and smaller clip. So to install this, I'm going to push the radiator a little forward. You can put a little piece of tape here to kind of protect it if you need to. Kind of fish this between the frame and the radiator. Turn it around, turn it just a little bit so it faces away from the bike. Then you take the interlocking teeth Match it up on the back side. And you're in place. At this point, take one of the included screws with locking nut and locking washer and a flat washer and lightly thread it in place. Okay. Now we're working at the very bottom of the right side. We're going to go ahead and get the new longer bolt into place. Slides right into the bracket. You're going to make sure you get it through the frame. Then you might have to adjust the lift just a little bit to get everything to line up properly. Okay, now also remember, put the spacer back in. It goes between this frame bracket and the engine. So you want to kind of fish this back up into place. It is a little tight in there. And start pushing it through the frame and into the engine. Okay. Now we're going to start working on the left side of the bike. Now the left side bracket will have a bung here. They'll accept that new bolt that came in from the other side. So for the upper section, you want to repeat the process. Carefully move the radiator forward, slide that bracket into place. Line up and hook up the frame bracket. Start the two mounting bolts, leave them on the loose side. What you want to do now is go back to the other side, make sure this bracket here is in place, and thread through the rest of that bolt. Now you want to make sure that this little mounting bung and the bolt line up nice and evenly. And with your 8mm, start tightening it together. Now don't tighten it all the way. You want to leave it just a hair loose to make any final adjustments before you tighten it all down. Now that the brackets are in place, you want to go ahead and just tighten all 4 bolts with your number 6 Allen wrench. Now we want to put the radiator back into place. So at the bottom, we realign the brackets. And secure with your 8mm socket. Now reinstall the upper mounting bolt. And realign the hold down clip for the cable guide. Install the bolt. And then tighten that down with your 5mm Allen wrench. Now that the side guards are fully installed, make sure all your hardware is tightened before you head down the road. For more information on this product and other products by National Cycle, visit our website, nationalcycle.com. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy your ride.